Hey, what's going on, man? Coach Tyler here with Black Diamond Softball and Fitness, and I got a brand new episode of the Foul Pole to Foul Pole Daily Show for you. Today is Thursday, February 8th, and man, we are right up against it now. A lot of teams are starting their 2024 season either today or tomorrow, so we have finally made it. We will be doing a lot of game breakdowns and different things like that over on our YouTube channel. So if you haven't checked that out yet, please do so. It's youtube.com/foulpole to foulpole. We got a lot of cool stuff on there already, but as the season kind of churns along, we will be breaking down some stuff, looking at some of the games of the week. So I'm really excited about that. So make sure you check it out and hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any of the episodes. All right. Today, we're going to be getting into our 2025s and talking a couple of things that our 2025s should be doing if they haven't started doing so yet, and kind of give you an idea of things that may help your 2025s along the recruiting journey as they're trying to figure out, are they going to play college softball? Do they want to play college softball? And what are some ways to find some good fits? Well, 2025 is their junior year. So this is about that time where some of those tough decisions need to be made. They really need to be beaten down that recruiting path to find out what's the best fit for them. And if you haven't started yet, I can give you a couple of good tips that will help you sort of speed the process along a little bit so you can get straight to the point and figure out where you need to be putting most of your energy at. So right now, this time of year, if you are a junior and you are coming into your school ball season, make sure you are communicating with coaches. What that means is you are sending out emails to the coaches of the schools that you are interested in. If you don't know what schools you're interested in yet, take a step back and do some research every night until you find a good chunk of teams or a good chunk of schools that you are interested in. 10, 12, 15 schools. Now, they could be, within 30 miles of your house, or they could be within 250 miles of your house, somewhere that's comfortable for you. And just start that communication process. Hey, Coach so-and-so, my name is Susie Smith, and tell them about yourself. We've broke down emails, how to put your stuff in there. So there's definitely videos on my YouTube channel that you can go check out if you need help writing your emails. But just a quick down and dirty. In that subject line, make sure they have your name, your grad year, positions that you play, and, use that space wisely. It's not a whole lot of space there, but make sure you get your point across. In that next line, at the body of your email, make sure you have their correct name and the correct spelling. Make sure you have your name again. Tell them, where you're from, what you're doing, what that email is about. Maybe you're trying to, congratulate them on a win. Maybe you're telling them that you're coming to a prospect camp. Maybe you've got a schedule that you want to let them have. And that's the next thing you should be doing is, at a minimum, letting them know what your schedule is for your high school season. Maybe they can jump out there and get to that. If you already have your spring and summer schedule for your travel ball team, make sure that's in there as well. Send out your player profile sheet. If you don't have like your club team, everybody kind of the same profile sheet, make one up yourself. I've also got a video on there exactly how to do that on my YouTube channel. If you don't know, just a bare minimum, easy sort of bare bones type profile sheet, I've got a link for you over there that you can check out. It has a link in that description where you can click on it and build your own in Canva, be able to print it out or be able to save it to your computer. And that way, when you are emailing these coaches, you can send that to them as well. It has all your information on there that they would need. So as you're putting together that email, maybe that's your email. It's just, hey, this is my schedule for my school ball spring. This is my schedule for my travel ball spring and summer. So you have that there. Just quick, short, just tell them a little bit about yourself. And then that way, at least it starts that correspondence so that the next emails or the follow-up emails and stuff, they start to remember your name. Okay. After that, after you've started to sort of send your emails and stuff, make sure you're getting some footage. Make sure you're getting some good highlight clips, whether you're getting them from Game Changer or you're getting them from mama or grandma. Make sure you have some game film. They want to see you in action playing the game, as well as some of your workout videos, maybe some of the drills that you're doing, some of the weightlifting that you're doing. maybe some of the calisthenics, that kind of stuff. Make sure you have a plethora of clips of yourself and they're updated. So anytime you send an email, there's always a video link in those emails so they can click on. And it's always good to see sort of action. It's cool to see your picture and see your face and see your profile and that kind of stuff. But they definitely want to see you moving around, working out, doing your thing so they can kind of get a little bit of what to expect with you. Okay. And from there, as a junior, you should sort of kind of know at least what field of study you want to go into. Now, it's okay if you don't know if you want to be an astronaut or a plumber. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, could you see yourself going to school for X, Y, and Z? A biology major, a physical science major, a math major, a law major, a medical major, something like that. Something, where you want to go. So that way you can look at schools and see what they offer and they provide. A good thing to do on the weekend if you don't have anything going on, especially during school ball season, is get to those campus visits. Walk around, see what's up. Get to some games. I know they're not the cheapest thing in the world, but they're also not the most expensive. So make a Saturday out of it. Make a Saturday out of it by going to the campus maybe 10, 11 o'clock, catching that afternoon or that evening game and seeing how everybody interacts. It sort of gets yourself up to speed on what that city is like. Is it a little bit slower paced? Is there not a whole lot to do? Or is it really fast paced? Hard to find things. The nightlife is crazy. It's super busy. There's people walking around all over the place. Which do you prefer? So that you got to get out there to that campus and kind of see what's up. And then when you get home or whenever you get back and you've gone and done a campus visit, maybe you've gone to a game, maybe you've had some correspondence, whatever that is, keep a journal of the sort of like these after actions. When I was in the military, we always did after actions. And what that is like after you have, say, a training exercise or you have a meeting or you have, some deployable event or some mission or a convoy or whatever, you would always do an after action so you can take the meat and potatoes notes so that you can be prepared for the next time something like that comes up. So after you've sent an email, write that into your journal. On February 10th, wrote an email to Coach Smith at whatever college. And then in that, you could say it was to share my schedule. And then now the next time you go into your journal and you can look, did I send Coach Smith? Okay, so I've sent Coach Smith an email about my practice schedule. The next time I have some game film, I want to make sure I send them that. And it makes it easier because it's all in one place. And it kind of gives you something to go off of. And if nothing else, it kind of will give you that motivation. Anytime I write something down, it gives me motivation to do it. Or it kind of gives me that motivation of these things that I've accomplished. And just like with anything in life, man, confidence is key when you're talking about getting into the box to hit a pitch, when you're in that circle to throw a pitch, when you're standing on the start-finish line of a race. Confidence is everything. So even in this recruiting process, having the confidence knowing that I am doing what I need to do to at least open doors and have these opportunities to check out. Because at the end of the day, man, who knows what's going to happen? Who knows if you're going to end up finding your right fit and being able to play another 4 years or whatever. I mean, life is left up to chance, but at the minimum, at least you're giving yourself an opportunity to crack open that door and take a look in and go, hey, is Alcorn State an option for me? Is Florida State an option for me? Is North Carolina State an option for me? Can I play at Texas? Can I play at UCLA? You're doing your due diligence. You're doing your studying. You're doing your research. You're finding out sort of the culture of the school, sort of the culture of the team, where this place is located. Is it within mom and daddy's budget? Is it within my budget? What about these other academic scholarships? What about these grants? What about financial aid? This kind of stuff. So you're doing your research and go, okay, hey, can I afford $20,000 a year for schooling? Or can I only afford $10K a year? Or how much debt am I willing to take over? Because all this stuff now, as a junior, guys, this stuff is expedited. This stuff is like, hey, there are kids that are signing left and right. So some of these spots are getting taken up. Now, don't get overwhelmed and be like, oh my God, I should have started this process. Yeah, you probably should have. But here's the thing. All that stuff that you could have been doing, it wasn't rushed either. It wasn't like it was overwhelming you at the time, or it's just like huge burden that was on top of you. It may be now, but you're also a little bit older, a little bit more mature. And now you actually have, something to go off of instead of just maybe wasting your time doing it the wrong way. There's not some secret sauce into getting recruited or to getting exposure, but there are formulas. All the ones that do it, whether you're talking to a scout, a travel ball coach, a high school coach, someone that's been doing it for years, whatever. There's not some like exact science to it, but there is definitely a formula to better your chances of getting onto that collegiate roster. Because at the end of the day, it's about humans and human nature. There's no numbers. There's no scientific system out there that says if you do X, Y, and Z, you'll get recruited. If you do X, Y, and Z, it betters your chances of getting the exposure that you're looking for, so that you do get seen. And then this is when the personality kind of takes over, and then you can have that interaction with the coach. Then you can talk to them and then see their offer and this and that, and that's what happens. Okay, so if you're behind that 8 ball and it's a time crunch, there is still plenty of time for you to find the right fit. There is still plenty of time for you to do whatever you need to do, but now is the time you can't continue to waste your time, because before you know it, it's already February now. School ball season will be over with, and then you're behind the crunch time because you've got about a year left before you graduate, and you haven't made a decision, or you haven't done what you need to do to get seen. So I hope this helps some of the juniors, some of the 2025s, and also some of the my sophomores and my freshmen that are kind of starting this process as well. So a lot of good stuff in this. And again, if you wanted to learn how to build a profile sheet, that's over on the YouTube side. If you wanted to look at the other 5 recruiting tips, that's over on the YouTube side. I'll make sure I have that stuff linked below in the description here, so you can jump over there, check out those videos. We're going to continue popping out some of those recruiting videos, just sort of whatever pops into my head that I can do a video about, that I can kind of help out. But a lot of this stuff is in these episodes, these audio episodes, where it's kind of on your own there, where you're doing your research and finding out and just sending out an email and starting to talk with them. And I guess my biggest advice from that is, don't get frustrated if you don't hear from the coaches. They may just not have time at that moment to get to your email. And again, they don't just recruit 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. They also coach the game too. So they have lives outside of, their business, and their business is winning. Because at the end of the day, if they didn't win, they wouldn't be at that school. Right? All right. So that's going to wrap it up for this one. Appreciate you guys checking this one out, man. If you know somebody that likes this type of stuff or could use this type of stuff, please share it. And as always, if you share it with a friend, be sure you tell them you love them.